What's good? This is Trey. Welcome to this presentation. And the topic for today is the highest form of spirituality. All right. So, essentially, what I want to say today is one of the things I'm doing now when I approach a woman, when I communicate to a woman, is my goal is to raise her vibration, is to raise her emotional state, her emotional currency, or her vibrational frequency. Like that's my goal when I approach a woman. Why do I do this? Because it's extremely powerful. If someone is at a certain level emotionally, like maybe they're, I don't know, content, kind of happy, or maybe they're sad, or whatever emotional state they're in, if you can approach that woman or that person, doesn't have to be a woman, it could be a man, woman, anyone. If you can approach them as a stranger and communicate in a way where you lift them up, that is a very spiritual thing that you're doing. You're raising their spirit. You're bringing them to a higher frequency. They were at one state, right? Let's say they were, I don't know, maybe they're going through some bullshit. You don't know. And then you're able to communicate in a way where they're feeling great all of a sudden. That's part of my game. That's what I do. When I approach a woman, I'm trying to see if I can raise her vibration, because my vibration is at a great level, right? Like I feel great. I feel amazing. That's why I enjoy approaching women, because I get to share my vibes. I get to share how I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Like that's fun for me. That's cool to be able to do that. And then I'm a healthy sexual man, so I love women. So if I can share good vibes with them, that's great. That's excellent. Okay, and when I go out and I'm approaching women, I'm not just approaching women. I approach men too. Just to share good vibes. Hey, what's up, bro? Or hey, man, I like your outfit, or I like your style, or what. Like just spreading good vibes. Like that is, to me, actually a very effective way to game and a very spiritual way to live, where you just live to raise people's vibrations. Now, as far as picking up women, if you're raising people's vibration, but you're on some nice guy shit, like you're just doing it to please people, and nah, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you're in good vibes, you're feeling great, you're feeling powerful, you're feeling strong, and then you're just expressing that. So you're not trying to impress anyone, you're just expressing yourself, right? So that's my game. That's literally when I approach a woman. And then if I want to like turn her on, meaning I want to create physical attraction, I demonstrate survival. I demonstrate that I'm winning. I demonstrate strength through my communication. So yes, I'm raising her vibration, but I'm also demonstrating confidence. I'm demonstrating grounded masculinity. I'm demonstrating my ability to express myself authentically. I'll talk about things that show that I'm socially intelligent, or show that I'm going places in life, or I'm doing shit with my life. Like I demonstrate survival, right? I demonstrate like if you align with me, the quality of your life gets better, right? Your quality of your life is not going to get worse. I'm not going to add drama to your life. I'm not going to add negative vibes to your life. If you align with me, your life gets better. So that's what you want to do when you approach a woman, or that's what you want to do when you're communicating to anyone. You're talking to a potential client, whatever. You communicate that, hey, by communicating with me, your vibration will go up, right? You'll be at a higher frequency. You'll experience greater emotions, and your survival will go up, meaning your quality of life will increase. So if you can do those two things for people, a lot of people will want to align with you. A lot of people will want to talk to you, communicate with you, be around you, because they're benefiting. And if you are at a high frequency, you're at a great place in your life, you're feeling good, all you're gonna want to do is just share those vibes. Like if you feel good and you're in a good vibration, everything's amazing. Like yeah, sometimes you want to spend time by yourself. I enjoy spending time by myself, but sometimes I want to share the vibes, right? Because I feel so great, I want to give it out, because I know not everyone is in at a high vibration. Not everyone is experiencing great emotions and stuff like that. So if I can share that, that's what I want to do. And so that's my game. And if someone rejects that, that's what I was saying in the video I did yesterday. when someone rejects me, I see it as a joke because I know that I'm bringing value. It's not like I'm trying to take, right? It's not like I'm trying to get something from the person. I'm just trying to share good vibes. So if they reject my communication or they resist it, then I know that they are the one that's missing out. I'm not missing out. I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good. I'm just expressing myself. I don't give a shit whether they want to accept it or not. It's kind of take it or leave it kind of thing going on. So that's why I want to say, like, I believe if you're a spiritual person, right, or you're the type of person that wants to uplift people, you want to make the world a better place, right? But you also want to pick up some women. I'm telling you, if you just go out with the intention, like literally, if you go to the club, the one of the best nights I had at the club was a night where I decided, I didn't put it in these terms, but this is literally what I was doing. I basically decided I wanted to go out and raise people's vibrations. Another way to put it is I decided I was going to go out and basically help others have a good time at the club. So instead of me going to the club and saying, man, I'm trying to get some girls, I'm trying to do this, whatever, instead of it being all about me, it's about how can I go to the club and basically increase the quality of people's experiences in the club by me bringing good vibes. By me, you know, I know how to dance. I know how to carry myself in the club. You know, I've been to the club so many times. So instead of me focusing on what I want, what if I go out and I just give? Because when you give, when you share good vibes and you find cool people and you connect, it's actually a win-win. It's a win-win because you're giving good vibes. And if people love your vibes and stuff, they will reciprocate. Not that you need it, but they will. And so it's a win-win. It's like, okay, great vibes for everyone. Instead of me going out there like, oh, I need to pick up a girl tonight. And then I'm like forcing myself trying to pick up a girl. And nah, man, it's better to go with the intention of giving. And then if somebody doesn't want to receive what you're giving, it doesn't really feel like a rejection. It just feels like that person is just closed off from having a great experience. You see what I'm saying? So now you reframe the shit and it's a whole different game. But you know, easier said than done, right? Because you have to, you know, in order to do this, you got to get out of your head. You got to drop your ego, and you just got to go out there and be free. Be authentic, be vulnerable, and just express yourself and say, you know, fuck trying to look cool, fuck trying to look perfect or any of that shit. I'm just going to come out here and have a good time and spread that positive energy with others. So to me, that's a spiritual practice, in my opinion. If you're living like this, with the intention of raising people's vibrations, and when I say raise people's vibrations, what I mean is like raise their emotional currency, like raise their emotional state, right? So however they're feeling, like increase that in a positive way. You know what I mean? So for example, you know, when that night when I had an amazing time at the club, what I was doing was I was in the club and I was dancing, I was having a good time, and I would contribute to other people's social circles. Like if I saw people dancing, I would get in on the dance, right? If I saw people fist pumping, I'd fist pump with them. Or if I just saw people smiling and have a good time, I would just spread those vibes, be like, hey, you know, like just spreading those good vibes and not worrying about if I look stupid or worrying about if somebody, because sometimes I do that, you know, I may try to spread good vibes and they'll look at me and be like, hey, who the hell is this guy? So that happens. And I just need to be able to understand, like, look, not everybody is going to accept my expression. That's just part of life. You know, not everybody's going to be on the same vibration, or not everybody's going to be open to my vibration or my energy, right? And so that's okay. But what I need to do is be grounded in my masculine energy, okay? Because when you're doing that, when you're being assertive, you're being masculine, you're putting out masculine energy. So not everybody's going to be receptive, but those who are get a great experience, because if you're coming from a positive place of giving, then they're going to receive, okay? And when you're doing this, remember, if your goal is to create attraction, like if you want to meet women, you want to attract women, not like in a friend zone way, but in a sexual way, a romantic way, you need to be demonstrating survival too, right? So you want to show up and show up with some value, right? So as I'm going out and I'm having a good time and stuff like that, I have a lot of other things going for me. Meaning my archetype, I show up with a aesthetic archetype, meaning I look good to the best of my ability, right? So it's not like I'm trying to be a pretty boy, but I look cool. I look, you know what I mean? I look like somebody who understands style and shit like that. So I bring that value. Okay, I have confidence in myself. I have self-esteem. So when I'm doing these things, I'm not like timid and unsure, like, oh, I don't know if I should do it. I'm fully in it. I'm fully embracing the experience, and I'm fully giving of myself. And so there's a certain confidence, there's a certain certainty, there's a groundedness there that makes people more willing to accept my expression, right? And so it leads to these great interactions and great experiences. And what I notice is the more people accept your vibes, the easier it is to get more people to accept it, because now you have social proof. Like, oh, that guy has to be cool because people are fucking with him, you know? People are actually enjoying his vibes. And to me, the whole thing is just spiritual, man. It's amazing when you can do it, like, especially if you could do it without alcohol, because then you get to really feel the energy, the emotions of the excitement of what's going on. You don't know who's gonna accept your expression. You don't know who's gonna reject you. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know, you might make out with a girl out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Shit be happening when you just put out that positive energy. Because remember, you putting out masculine energy, you're gonna attract feminine energy, right? And the masculine energy is the order, but the feminine energy brings the chaos. So you don't know what's gonna happen, right? A woman might be receptive to your energy, and she might come with some, you know, you don't know what she's coming with, right? So, but that's what makes it interesting. That's what makes it exciting. And at the end of the day, you know, if you do this correctly, you've impacted people's lives in a positive way. Like, because of you, their night was better. Okay, so certain women are gonna feel that, and if they're open or available sexually, then those are the opportunities. You pay attention, right? You pay attention to IOIs, what, like, girls showing indicators of interest. Like, if they're showing interest, if she's smiling, if she's looking into your eyes, flipping her hair, if she's grinding on you, stuff like that, like, yo, those are signals that she's into you. So lead the interaction. Like, know what you want as a man. Like, if your goal is to have a one-night stand, lead the interaction towards that. If your goal is to just have a good time, lead the interaction towards that. If your goal is to maybe get a few numbers, like, have a clear understanding of what your goal is, but also have this detachment from the outcome, right? Like, that's like a very interesting dynamic. It's like, yes, I have an intention, I have an understanding of, because as a man, you need to be able to lead. So you need to know, okay, this is where I would like to lead to, but there needs to be this detachment from the outcome where it's like, yes, I know where I'd like to lead to, but if I don't get the person there, or if that doesn't happen, that's not going to deprive me of a great experience, or deprive me of happiness, or deprive me of good vibes. I'm just grateful for the experience, regardless of the outcome. See what I'm saying? So that's what creates good vibes. It's someone who can just enjoy life. Someone who can just be grateful for each moment. You know? And as I said, I believe this is the highest form of frequency, highest form of spirituality, when you can live this way, where you live to raise other people's vibration. You live to help people get out of their problems, help people get into a better emotional state, right? Help people to experience joy, help people to experience freedom, help people to experience excitement, happiness, awe, shock, whatever it is, inspiration, whatever it is, motivate people. You know, maybe, you know, just you having a good time or whatever, you inspire somebody that was sitting on the wall, you know, not doing shit in the club. They see you having a good time. They're like, man, you know what, fuck it, man. That guy's having a good time. He doesn't even give a shit. Those people didn't even, like, acknowledge his existence, and he's still dancing, having a good time. You know what, man? Let me dance too. Like, you don't know who you're inspiring with your positive vibes, so just put it out there, man. And what I notice is when you give, you shall receive. All that good raising of people's vibrations that you're doing, it will come back to you. It's not going to come back to you exactly how you think. It may come back a month later. It may come back a week later. It may come back that same night. But it will come back to you. That's the great thing about it. All right? So that's the advice for today is find, live this way, see how you can, live a life of raising people's frequency. Obviously you need to handle yourself first, like make sure your frequency is in a great place, like you're carrying good vibes. You do this through your actions, like doing things you love to do, doing what you're passionate about, doing what inspires you, doing what fuels your soul. Not the shit that people are telling you to do or what you think you have to do. Like, do what you really love to do, and ideally find a way to, if possible, make money from it, or or maybe make enough money so you can do what you love to do. Figure that out, because if you're spending most of your day doing shit you don't like to do, it's gonna be hard to be in good vibes. It's gonna be very difficult to experience a high vibration. All right, if you're a man watching this, I'd like to invite you to the Masculine Throne. It's for men who are building their kingdom. They're working towards creating more wealth. They're working towards cultivating more power. They're working towards becoming more attractive to women. And by doing this, this is how you build your kingdom. So if you're interested, I'll drop a link to the group and I'll see you inside. Peace.